so we see it on social media a lot where coaches are asking their clients to send them nude pictures. Oh, I need to see all of you. Like, what?
I've heard about that.
Coaches asking for nudes. Oh, I'm your coach. I need to see all of you.
All of you. So you know of this? Like you know of
Hmm.
male coaches asking females? Because I don't think I've ever heard of a female asking a male.
You don't have to show them any more than what the judges see. So I don't see why people don't
Yeah.
figure that out in their heads because some people fall for it.
Well,
Honestly,
I think some people go, oh no, I don't want to upset this person. I've been working with this person for whatever, how many weeks. Okay, I'll just send him a picture. Like, like I feel like that happens sometimes.
if you gotta pin somebody in a corner like that to see a nude,
Yeah.
especially with the internet now,
Yeah.
like what the fuck? What does that say about that person?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's another episode of Paradise Pump. And today we got Jed and Mel here. What's going on? Just had a show recently. Sean Ray Classic.
Hmm.
You got any thoughts on that show?
Um, I didn't really follow too much of it, kind of just whatever key highlights that was posted on social media. I got to say though, Sean Ray does a really great job in advertising, like pre-show leading up to the contest, prejudging and then posting up show pictures and so on and so forth. He does really, really well with promoting his shows, and maybe it's one of those things that the Hawaii promoter should, I don't know, maybe get hip to.
Yeah, he does promote a lot,
Mm-hmm.
especially, I mean, I feel like literally like after the show, the next week he's already promoting for the next one. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he doesn't waste time to start promoting for
not
the
at
next
all.
year.
And then
He's pushing it.
soon as the pictures from NPC online gets, posted there,
Mhm.
he captures them and reposts them as well too. And then
Yeah.
like even with people who tag him in the shows, he does a really good job of reposting or just following up on it and saying a little tidbit in regards to it. So his advertising and marketing team, whoever it is, whether it be him alone or if
Yeah.
he has a team, they do a phenomenal job at promoting the show.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I remember that when he first came out here and I was saying that like even the first year, like he really put it out there. So I mean everybody knew about it. There was a lot of people that wanted to do it. It helps that he has a name, but it also was just everybody knew. you know, there wasn't any confusion of when the show was going to be or nothing. I still feel like a lot of the other shows, people a lot of times are like, "Oh, are they doing that show this year? Oh, do you know when they're having it?" Like, there's a lot of questions.
Or how
People
many
not,
people are
yeah,
competing?
or how many. That's always, you know what that means, right?
Do we enter this show because nobody's
Right,
competing and
exactly,
everybody gets awards?
right. It's like, do I want to compete?
And then I can say I'm nationally
Right.
qualified.
Or there's other people who are like, well, if there's nobody in my class, I don't want to do it. There's those people too, right? So there's both sides. Some people want an
Hey,
easy win and some people want to earn it.
hey,
So,
I'm guilty of both, not gonna lie.
you know,
I'm guilty of both.
yeah, sometimes you're like, man, I could get in there, clean house and get qualified. Okay. It'll be easy for me. So, and then you can, come peak for your show, right? For your real show.
Yes, that's what I did one year. Not gonna lie. It, I mean, everybody has their thing. I didn't do it to say, hey, I'm nationally qualified.
Mhm.
Overall, against two, like two other people.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
knew like I was gonna compete nationally shortly thereafter, and I kind of needed to save all my marbles for the big show. So
Hmm.
I did enough to get me a placement
Right.
and therefore proceed on to nationals. But hey, each his own. As far as um show results, congratulations to Yuri. She won the IFBB Pro
Hmm.
Bikini division, so she got that punch card, ticket pass to Olympia next year.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's awesome.
fantastic. Mm-hmm.
She looked pretty good. She's pretty solid. I feel like she's put some muscle on.
Yeah.
Like she's got a pretty good amount of muscle for a bikini girl. It's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had Chad who trains here. And he what I don't know place he came out of the top 5, but he didn't make the top 5.
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
was it ninth or something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, he looked good again. That was a pretty stacked lineup he
I
had.
seen that lineup
Yeah.
from the first and second call outs. I was like, geez, men's physique is getting bigger
Yeah,
and bigger and bigger.
they were bringing in some pretty good pros for
Hmm.
this show.
Yeah,
I think there was like what, maybe 20 of them or something like that.
that's a
Yeah,
that's a good
for
amount
Hawaii show,
for
like
a
that's a
Hawaii
lot.
show. That's
It's a lot.
huge.
So that's tough. Yeah. Um, and then we did have a couple of members here, first, second place. A couple different members that came in. I don't think we got any overalls though, but still did good.
How did Ben do?
Yeah, I think Ben he took first, and then he didn't win the overall. I guess he lost the overall, but he looked good. Um, because you had somebody in it, right?
Marv, yeah.
Marv, yeah.
And he did better than last year. He was
Oh,
all right,
good.
yeah.
That's awesome.
He got fifth in 2 different divisions, but I think last year he didn't even get called out or
Nothing.
placed.
Oh,
Yeah.
What
So
divisions were your?
he was physique, 35 and up and open.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of competition for those divisions in the
Yeah.
amateurs?
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty good. So, but the point, he's happy because he got better. He spent longer with me, and we spent time getting him used to eating more food. That was the big thing because last time we had to diet him so hard because his body just wasn't used to eating a lot, right? And so he came to me earlier. Then he got bigger and he got used to eating more food. So actually, he didn't have to. He dieted with more food this time than he did last.
Mm.
So and looked fine. So um, there's always room for improvement, but like from last year to this year was definitely good.
Was that the person you posted in your Instagram?
The stories, yeah.
Stories? Was it in your stories?
And I made a post not too long ago with him in it too.
Yeah, that's the first time I saw Jed smile. I'm like, hey, Jed, Jed
You
actually
better
looks
screenshot
friendly,
that one.
smiling.
Screenshot that. No.
He actually looks approachable when
That's
he
funny.
smiles.
That's funny.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
because his client looks like Amrin, right? Amrin and Nova. I think Nova took second in men's physique, and then Amrin.
That's with the self painted tan took second.
Boom,
Yeah, I
boom.
know. And then, well, we're gonna talk about it. And then
Let's go.
Amrin took first
Yeah.
in her class, right? She didn't win the overall, but she took first, which is really good. She looked good. But going back to the self painting tan, I think I had mentioned this before. We had talked. It was off mic, but about, and not just specifically about them, but just people in general who kind of like cut corners at the very end, right? Like you spend all this money and time getting ready, and it's like, no, no, no. But then at the very end, and I don't know your financial situation, but you invested a whole bunch of money and time to get there. And at the very end, maybe, oh, you know what? I don't want to spend $150 on a tan. I'm going to go do it myself. And with no experience of doing it, I'm just going to go do it. And hopefully it works out. It's like, to me, I mean, hey, right on. You save some money, but that, like that's a lot of time and effort you put into the show just to maybe you slip down a second place because you weren't dark, like, and as a judge too, you can tell me if this is true, right? I mean, two people pretty identical, one's white and one's not. I mean, who are you gonna go for, right?
Yeah.
The you spend all this time getting ready and you put all the effort into diet and training. You got to take that same aspect with the little stuff towards the end because
Yeah.
like all that work to look that good and then you don't invest in the smallest variable and it may have the biggest impact on the outcome.
Like,
Like you don't do your hair and makeup, you don't get the
there
right
you
kind of
go.
suit, you don't get the tan.
Yes.
And all that 20, 25 years worth of work. Some people, they do off season and prep, it's a whole year. And then, just not getting painted right could fuck it all up.
And it's so true, and I even learned my lesson too, but this was actually not really my fault. I was like I was traveling. I did a show, and I mean it's kind of my fault, I guess, in a way. I didn't really get the tan set up beforehand, and then when I was there, because I flew out, and then when I got there, I thought I could get in, and then I couldn't. Then I had to go find a different place, and they weren't really good at doing bodybuilding tans. So I did get tan, but I was definitely lighter than I should have been, you know. And I remember being like, "Oh man," and I spent money for that anyway, you know, because that still wasn't cheap. And I was like, "Oh man, I didn't plan ahead on that one," you know. I was so focused on other things. I was like, I should have gotten that tan booked ahead. So again, and yeah, like trunks, the suit. I mean, those things, those little things, you
When
can
it,
win and lose a show.
when did they start the spray tanning? Because like the self painted stuff was like '90s thing, right? When everybody
It
was
was 90s, yeah, it was 90s. Spray tanning was like early 2000s, I think. It really started
yeah.
becoming a thing, yeah. Right on early 2000s, yeah. But self, yeah, people using the rub-on tan, I mean,
Nothing's wrong with that, but proper application makes
that's
a
it. That's
big
it.
difference. Whether or
Right.
not you exfoliate and do all of the pre-tanning stuff prior to getting your tan on makes a big difference as well too.
Because I
Proper
have
tan.
tan people self tan like that before, and it came out good. But you got to coat. I mean, you got to do coats. It takes a while, and like you said, you got to
You
exfoliate.
got to prep your body, like
All
your
these
skin and
steps.
everything, a
Yes.
week prior to, because I do it myself personally. And for me, I recommend the people that I help that they do their own tan at
Yeah.
home, from, have your boyfriend or partner or whatever help you. um it looks a lot nicer. It doesn't, if ever you see like all of those drips and it looks like people ended up like rolling in muds, it prevents a lot of that. Or it also prevents a lot of the tan getting like everywhere as well too, for a lot of the ladies as well too. If you tan prior to, and it's already baked into your skin, and you don't know how to use the pee cup or that pee funnel, it
Yeah. Stain.
it really spares you from having that pee line going down your leg, if in the event that you make a mistake.
Oh
Or
yeah.
still as well too, you still got dishes to wash, you still got your hands to wash and life to do. It prevents all of that splashing and run on when you do your own tan, because you know how to fix and adjust it and get the tan really baked in. And what I notice as well too, when you do apply your own tan and get it into your skin,
Mhm.
maybe it's just me, maybe I don't know. But for some reason, you see in the morning, the people that do put on that last coat in the
Yeah.
morning, it leaves like that. Their skin doesn't look as tight. It looks like they're holding water.
Oh, like that film kind
Yeah,
of, huh?
yeah.
You see that sometimes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting because I mean, if you read, you know, what it has the directions on the bottles and stuff. And because there's two different things, right? There's the base coats, and those are usually you'll do that like 24 hours, 48 hours before sometimes. So you do base coat, you know, maybe two different base coats, and then you do that finish tan, right? The finishing coat, right? And typically, a lot of times you do that the night before. Um, some people will do it, like you said, the morning of. A lot of times people will do the base coat, and then they'll do base coat. They'll let it sit for 24 hours, and then they'll rinse, and then they'll do another base coat the night before, and then sometimes they'll rinse that one too, and then they'll put the final coat on, and they'll leave that coat. And it's a different. It's not a base coat. It's called whatever the finishing coat. You know, so it's like
Top
there's
coat.
different the top coat. Yeah, so there's different steps to go, right? If you're just using, to me, if you're just using just the top coat or just the base coats, I don't think you're gonna get as dark. You got to use both. You got to do layers of the
Yes.
base and then the top. Yeah, because a lot of times people will just do the top coat the night before, and then they'll sweat, they wake up and it's spotty, or they'll do it like you said the day of, and then it's running,
Yep.
and they don't have a base coat. So guess what?
You just wipe
It's
it all off.
white. It's white underneath brown, right? If you have base coats, then if it runs a little bit, it's not as obvious. You can't tell because you have color underneath it already. So there's a whole thing to it, but unfortunately, yeah.
My first one, me and my buddy, tried the sponge brushes and Pro-Tan,
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
and
used to do, man.
we
Sponge it.
ruined my air conditioner. Like we were, it didn't look as good. I mean, we were brown, but we could have been better. But I think I remember we sprayed so much of that shit, the AC got fucked.
Oh yeah, it gets
The
in the
AC was
AC.
brown, the filter was messed up, and
Yep.
because yeah, it was a mess. That was Paradise Cup 2011.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That was the good old days. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's so many different ways to do it. I mean,
for sure.
the people that I help, that I give my, 2 cents in it, um, it might be a little bit excessive, but the tan comes out amazing, comes out nice. It's also to um what I suggest for a lot of you guys as well too. Like if you're gonna tan a few days prior to, get put a little bit on your face, or if you're bald,
Yeah,
put
yeah.
a little on your head. If not,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like all
Exactly.
like very, very dark brown and then just like white. And I don't know, make it match or something,
I
blend it a little
agree.
bit.
Yeah.
Be creative.
The white face is the one,
Yeah.
right? Where they're just like
Especially when they're
dark.
bald guys and they're like
Oh
shaven
man.
bald and yeah.
Well, it's always funny when they're super when they actually have a really good tan, like they're dark and you're like, whoa, and then their face is white.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, what?
Just one coat on the face
Dude,
and you're good.
you gotta do
Rinse it
something. You just
off.
gotta go like
Yeah,
this,
just
just
a
a
quick
little
one.
bit. Like, what is that's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
tanning is, I don't think people realize, back in the day, part of prep when I used to compete in the 90s, even a lot of us, we went and tanned. We were using tanning booth
Jantana.
or, yeah, oh, Jantana, that was a favorite, or the tanning, or sun, like just laying out in the sun, tanning booth. And we would do that usually, a couple months out, maybe
you're
2 months
supposed
out.
to do that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you start doing that. You do that a couple times a week, whatever, 2, 3 times a week. And then as it gets closer, you already have a nice,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're very pale, you'll get a decent color.
Mm-hmm.
And then you apply your base coat and all that stuff. So I feel like a lot of people don't even tan at all going into the show. Like most people don't. And they don't even realize the benefits of tanning, even for your skin
Yeah.
to tighten you up a little
Yeah.
bit. Like that's part of it. Like it helps tighten you up.
Yeah.
And it feels good. Like you go to the sun. I remember you're dieting, I'm tired. I go to the sun, I lay out for an hour or so. I get home, I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Like there's that you almost feel refreshed, right? Like, oh man, this feels kind of nice. You get some energy there.
Yeah.
It's interesting,
The quiet time outside tanning too,
Yeah.
it gives you a little bit
Yep.
of time to
You
just
just
kind of
quiet
like
your
calm
brain,
down,
you turn everything
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
You kind of just relax, laying at the beach, wherever you're at, or even if you're going to a tanning booth. I mean, those are like what, 15 minutes, but still,
It's
that
not the
was
same though
it's
from
not the same.
yeah.
No, no, it's not same at all. You don't get the same. I feel like you don't get that same color too.
Mm-mm.
Like it's a different look for some reason. The sun, man, the sun, you can't beat the sun. So
And lucky we live on an island where we get to tan
yeah.
on top of
Oh
like
yeah.
right at the beach, in the
Don't
sand.
you fucking do it.
Yeah. I think
God damn
that
it.
that definitely that definitely is no, it's funny. We're watching
Babysitting a dog.
Mike's dog here.
So if the
So
camera's just shut off, it's because the
she's
dog tripped over the
she's
wire.
coming around. She's just hanging
She's
out here.
making
Yeah, you guys
around.
can't see her, but she's really old and she's just like, what are you guys doing? She's just hanging
She's like
out.
what, 15? I think she's 15 years
She's
old.
something like that. Yeah. So she's up there. She's small. But anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
tanning's important. Tanning all around the
brand
beach.
of your tan and the base of the color makes a big difference as well too. So we're talking about different brands. Some I know for a while now, like Jantana was a huge thing
That
before,
was
and
big.
then now the Jantana, the color of it, um, if your pH isn't right,
It turns
it
green.
turns you green. And
Right. That's kind of why people stop using it, huh?
mm-hmm,
Because Protan, which has been around forever, also, that seems to be what everybody's using still. Because I use Protan
I like
back in the
Protan.
80s.
It has
It was the first one.
Well, Protan has a little bit of a orangey base, so you
Oh,
kind of look like a
always.
Oompa Loompa. There's other brands that have a like a
Protan was always kind of orange.
like a
Hey, I don't know if you remember this, but I mean, now they have, the injectable melanotan, whatever, but
melanotan.
melanotan, whatever. But before that, they used to have those. carotene
Mm-hmm.
pills, and people would take them. And this shit was funny because, and this was more in the late 80s, probably. Um, Orange. Like people look orange. It was crazy. Like, what's going on with that guy? Very orange. And then the Protan back then was a little more orange. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't as dark.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. Yeah. Like you see, I'd be like, I remember seeing a guy at the show and I was like, I'm never doing those pills because it looked pretty bad.
But not as bad as when people would turn green. Because I know Proton
Oh
years ago
yeah.
as well
Yeah.
too. There was a batch that wasn't mixing well with people's pH, and
hmm
they were just like
You
green.
would see,
Yeah,
especially
just
in
like
the like armpits, and
yeah,
it would be like more green, right? You'd have brown and then green in certain
yeah.
spots. Yeah.
Which one made the people gold? Every once in a while, I'd see a gold guy
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Dream Tan.
Dream tan.
Dream Tan, it was like makeup.
Yeah.
And I mean, the one good thing about that was you could put it on and then go home, shower, and you literally take it off. It's done. Um, but it did make people gold. They had two different colors. They had like a gold, and then they had kind of like a reddish. It was like a reddish type of color. So depending on what you want, I used it for one show. I just tried it because it was pretty popular, like
It
mid
was,
'90s,
but
mid
then when
'90s.
people came out with it into like the 2000s,
Yeah,
2010s,
it kind of died.
when that one person came out gold, everybody was like, "What the f?"
Yeah, because somebody really looked gold, like a gold bar. Like he did his head, his bald. I think just everything was like just gold and it was sparkling. I was like, what? Because it worked pretty good if you had a decent base tan already,
Yes.
and then you kind of mixed it in. You kind of like, rubbed it in there. You didn't like let it sit too thick, and it looked okay. Like you actually looked all right. But if you were white and you put it on, like you said, gold.
Mm-hmm.
Look like a walking gold bar, just
Like the
sparkling.
like the guy in Waikiki, that silver guy,
Oh
that
yes, like that. No, that's a great
but
example.
gold
But gold, yes, in speedos, yeah,
in speedos
in
posing.
speedos, in posing trunks, yeah, I know. Call them posing trunks, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
But
yeah, interesting.
I'm glad this tanning thing has evolved, but more people, like we were talking about last week. I think it was last week or the week before. Like you're driving a Ferrari. Why would you put in like 86 octane gas? Like
Yeah,
I don't know. Or like you're using the concept of wax, right?
right.
You got a nice
Like you're
Ferrari.
gonna go spray some $5 bottle of spray wax in your car,
Yeah.
right? Instead of get quality carnauba, or
Yeah.
ceramic and really
Ceramic.
make it nice, right? Make it shine. Like so, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's important, and I think people need to realize that they need to check all the boxes when they're going into shows from start to finish. Because I mean, you can imagine, right? If you're like a top level pro and you mess up your tan, like, can you imagine? It's crazy. You lose a show because hey,
Yes.
you're tan and you just lost a lot of money, right? At that level, right?
Like how
So,
Jed was talking about earlier. I mean, prospectively as a judge, we're dwindling down everything. We're looking at everything. You know how well
mm,
put together you are from start to finish, and the way that you present.
yeah,
So tanning has a lot to
it
do
all
with it, and
matters. Yeah.
you can listen to some of the commentary at the pro shows. They will even talk about the tans.
Mm,
So it is a big deal.
yeah. Oh, I really believe it. And getting the right size suits, the shorts, trunks, like all that. It needs to fit you correctly. I think sometimes people happens, I've seen it. Sometimes people get it maybe a few weeks out, they got their stuff and then they lost even more weight. And then now it doesn't look right. It's kind of loose. It's not sitting right. Right. And it just doesn't contour the body right, especially the like shorts, the men's physique shorts. Like that needs to be a certain fit.
Yep. Or you didn't drop down enough, so your
Oh,
shorts are
yeah. You,
your
you got a
shorts
little
are too
overhang.
damn tight.
You got a little overhang. You don't want the overhang. You know, you see that at the beach a lot, right? And
And
that's,
your
hey, that's
shorts
fine.
end up looking like spandex
Yeah.
on you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Which one's worse? Which one's worse? That or extra loose. I don't know.
Yeah, muffin topping on stage.
Well, if it's, yeah, I mean,
How big of an impact is the? Well, I probably know the answer to this already, but um, let's say somebody in bikini or figure, neck down, completely just dominating, but she doesn't do her hair and makeup. How would that
ooh.
affect her scoring?
Ooh.
In bikini, I think it would have a big effect in
What
bikini.
about figure? Something that you can actually judge a little more direct than bikini.
If you have a body that's undeniable to me, honestly, you kind of gotta reward it. If she came out lights out, but just she did her own home makeup and with her hair just what is basic, real plain. Just flat ironed it straight and just wore it like how she wore it or whatever. Is that something simple enough, or you want it
Yeah,
more basic?
that'd be fine. I mean, I could. I mean, I don't know a woman that'd get on stage without putting something on her face. So, but yeah, I
So it was
mean,
lights out. It's
But
hard to deny it.
but her body lights out. It'll be kind of hard to deny it. Like sometimes too, as much as we would advocate like um not to say hygiene but cleanliness, and I'm not trying to stereotype, sometimes like just a nice clean look. um some of the women, they want to come out with like very, I'm just gonna say it, obnoxious hair color,
Mm,
right? And it might be too distracting from their body, and you're like, oh fuck, man, that's kind of hard, but I kind of got to give it to her, whatever's, because of the
mhm.
way that she looks. But you would probably tell her, if you want to proceed with this, you might want to tone it down a little bit and come in a little bit more classy
I've
versus,
actually heard that conversation before.
yeah.
I think somebody came in with like a mohawk or some shit, and they pretty much pulled her aside and were like, "It'd help you to not do that because like it was a little ridiculous." I can't remember what year it was, but I remember when she came out, a few of us were like, "What the fuck?" And I want to think it was each spike was a different color or some shit,
Oh damn.
and they definitely. I can't remember how she placed, but I do remember somebody through the grapevine. Apparently, somebody told her like it would benefit you to not do that.
Mm.
So now, if two women are really close, then the hair and makeup and stuff plays a bigger role.
Yes,
Okay,
I
that's
would
what I
have,
thought.
yeah, I would have to agree, because we're dialing, we're everything counts down to the wire, right?
Mm.
How well your suit looks on you, the color. I hate saying it, but it does matter how well you stand out in that color of suit on top of the stage with the hot lights. Does your makeup match your suits, the hair, makeup, nails, and completing the total package?
This is why I like
Yeah,
bodybuilding better.
the total package.
It's one of the reasons why I prefer bodybuilding.
Because
There's
it's black and white.
less of that extra bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what do you guys think? Do you think that if you have client that's doing the show, you're training them, is it your responsibility to kind of like make sure that they have the right suit, that their tan is going to be good? Like, is that your responsibility as their trainer? Do you feel, or do you feel like, okay, I'm training you for the show, I'm doing your diet, that stuff, you know, make sure you guys get that figured out.
Go ahead, Jed.
Defer it to someone you trust. So if I defer it to the posing coach and I trust that posing coach and they say, hey, his shorts and he's getting tan, he's going to be good to go, then I don't worry about it.
Mm,
Now, if he shows up show day and he's jacked up somewhere, I'm like, okay, next time we're not doing that shit.
mm,
But usually, I mean, because I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to like physique shorts and color and what color brings out my eyes, I don't fucking know and I don't care.
yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna sit there and I don't care. Like, I'm worried about how your physique looks. I don't care if it's blue shorts or green shorts. This person knows a lot about that. They say go blue, go blue.
So you would have them talk to someone who could
Usually,
help them
whoever their
in that.
posing coach
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Right. What would you do, man?
Well, back to what Jed was saying, he doesn't care what color. It's hard because it does make a big difference from when I'm in the chair judging and what stands out with their tan, their skin color against the, like I said, the lights and the
Mm.
stage and everything else. Um, Colors do make a difference on top of skin. Um,
So you would put more effort, or you would take the
I do.
time to make
I
sure.
actually do. Call me a control freak, but I'd like to know that I I help guide them down a better path versus them being like, nah, coach, I got this. And they come up on stage a little bit like, oh,
Like,
wait,
what happened
what?
here?
Dude, we were doing so good. But
Right, right. What happened? I don't know what's going
or
right.
even like some of the girls, their suits, they may measure maybe about 4 weeks out and
Mm.
get a suit done, and it takes forever to get a suit done. Or maybe it's a suit that they recycled from a previous show and now they lost more weight, so it looks too big on them. I mean, I tell them, I'm like, no, you're not using that suit because looks like your bottoms look like diapers. you,
Right,
you got to get them altered.
right.
Or here, I know a girl that your size that you could borrow or rent her suit from, something, but it just looks hideous on stage, and it's like, oh fuck, man, that could have cost you.
So you make sure like the day before or something that you're looking, you're okay, let's see what you look like right now. Like everything, put it all on. I want to look at this.
Yes,
You do like a full check.
I do.
Okay, everything's good. You're great. Your tan is coming out good. We're gonna do this for the like you want to make sure
Yes.
at least like 24 hours out or something.
Absolutely. I check on them all the time, all the way through, all the way until that morning
I
show,
say,
like
yeah.
all the way through, even at lunchtime after they got a meal, if they, whatever, make sure their tans are right.
Mhm.
Some of the guys, like Tyler, had red, white, and blue shorts. On top of the white, there was like a patch of tan that went on his shorts. So at lunch,
Yeah,
I took it home and I washed it.
yeah.
And then I was like, do you not have another pair? He's like, I do. He showed me it. I was like, oh, that's not gonna
It
do.
wasn't good, so
That's
you had to
yeah.
use the same one.
So I watched it. Everything
Oh, I
turned out all
see.
right, and he placed second, and he did very well for being a natural guy. So
Yeah, but if you didn't do that, he probably would have just thrown the shorts back on, right?
right, exactly. If I didn't take it home and wash
Right.
it, he
Take it and
probably
wash
would have
it.
been like,
Right. So you took the time to make sure
mm-hmm.
that it was all good, right? Yeah.
And usually with the guys, I ask them just bring two pairs of shorts. Like,
Yeah.
I know you have your color that you really like and work really well with. So like for me, when I was competitive, I tried different colors on my skin. And for me, certain colors, I was like, oh, I just can't concentrate wearing this color. I fucking hate it. I hate it. And it showed in my pictures. I'm like, oh.
Oh, I
But
see.
the suit designer was like, oh, it's so beautiful on you. You wear this
Mm.
color. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, okay. But you could tell in my face. I'm like, oh, this fucking suit looks shitty.
You
I
weren't
hate
feeling
it.
it.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I had
Interesting.
one time I did step in. I had a black guy, pretty good physique, show up with camo shorts. I was like, no,
Ah,
we're not
you're
doing
like, we're
that.
not doing those.
They're not gonna see you, dude. Like
It just,
go with a fluorescent
you're like
orange or something. Like,
camouflage, dude.
yeah.
You're gonna be
It's like,
camouflaged.
I'm military. I'm like, yeah, and you're gonna blend in just like the military and camouflage. Like, we don't need that right
That's
now.
funny.
So
That's funny. Yeah, I think it's important to do all of it to make sure. I mean, because sometimes I think trainers, and it's the norm, I feel like they're hyper focused on making sure the person is conditioned and they're dry and they're tight and all these things. And sometimes they're not really paying attention to, like we said, the little things, right? Like, no, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They're looking at the physique only and not really like the shorts or that tan or, the makeup that's going to be on, like all those things, because they're just really making sure that that physique comes in on point. And a lot of times that happens, but like we said, it's, wrong suit, wrong color, bad tan. I mean, all those things,
I
right?
mean, I hate to beat a dead horse about this tanning thing, but as far as you guys being coaches, um, you guys had clients for many a years, and I think like when tans get muddied up or like they have all of the streaks and all of that, that it could be preventable. And I think as far as you guys being, in the sport for a while too, you guys should have like a theory by now
Hmm.
how to put on tan or how to get your clients tan so that it doesn't run. So like, it I see it so much at shows.
Yeah.
Coaches that's been around for a while, they're just like, ah, yeah, whatever. I see you at the show, and then their tan's all fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. That does happen.
I think the coaches should take a little bit more responsibility with that. I mean,
Okay.
my
So,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
All right. I mean, that's a pretty good point. And like you said, you've seen coaches and not give any energy towards that stuff.
Hmm.
and you're like, wow, that person looks good, but
Oh,
man,
that sucks. Your tan is running.
your tan's all jacked. Are you gonna fix it? Nobody. Okay, well, have fun up there. And then
Yeah. Have fun.
it's like, yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think? What do you think about local coaches that don't even show up?
Um, I don't, I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends on
Where the
what's
client
going
like had
on.
nobody to turn to. First contest,
Oh, yeah,
backstage, coach is
yeah,
not there.
yeah. That's pretty tough. At least if the coach can't make it, but they have somebody else that's helping the person. Okay, like that's actually fine for me. I think, hey, that they trust this other person. Hey, can you go help them make sure they're good? Okay. But if they're just like, I can't make it, figure it out. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
At least have someone that can help them, especially if it's their first show. If it's like their fourth show or something, third, fourth show, I'm like, I don't know if you necessarily need somebody there. You can talk to them, and if the client might be like, oh no, I'm good. My spouse is here anyway, and they're just gonna help me get pumped or whatever. Oh, okay, cool. Then you know what's up. Yeah, no, I know what's going on. I'm good. I'm good. They don't need the pep talk. They are already, you know, their husband or wife knows how to put oil on them. So it's like, okay, cool. You're gonna be all right. Yeah, okay, then fine. Then I don't need to have anybody come there. So I think it's a case by case. But definitely don't want
Um,
to just dog somebody out for a show and not show up and
No.
not have anybody there for them.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
I've as well seen it happen, but I as well was one of those that kind of I didn't leave them stranded. I was there at the show, but apparently I was subjected to expediting. So I was there technically, but was not. I mean, I wasn't there babysitting you the whole how coaches
Mm,
sometimes do backstage.
yeah.
Like in between, I would check on them. Okay, now's a good time to whatever, eat, pump, glaze, whatever you got to do.
Mm.
Um, I felt bad. Yeah, I did, but I already committed myself as a expediter before committing myself as being a coach.
Oh,
So
I
it was
see.
hard.
But you explain that to the
Yeah.
client. Yeah.
Yeah. And if it's your fourth, fifth, whatever show, like, bro, you got it.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, you've been through this enough. It's like it's the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna get a pump, you're gonna get oiled.
Yeah. And I tried to explain to the ones that are competitive that if you go to nationals, dude, I'm not gonna be backstage.
Yeah. You
I
can't go back
can't.
there. Yeah.
Nobody can go backstage.
Right.
Or if you're gonna compete in another country or whatever, it's even
Yeah.
stricter.
Yeah.
That's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, by then you would think though they've probably done a few shows and
Take the training wheels off
yeah,
and freaking do
let's
the
go,
thing.
let's go. And you're gonna be around all these competitors.
Yeah.
Everyone's in there in the back.
Go make
So
friends. Go like oil up each
yeah.
other or I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever you
That's it. Hey, you want to oil me up? Let's do it.
Hey friend.
Yeah. So it's true though. That's what happens a lot of
It
times.
does.
You're just like standing there like, hey, dude,
Can you get my
can
back?
you do it? Okay, yeah, okay. And he's like, oh, how about me? And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, You just gotta watch for the ones that, that
Hey
that do it like this.
friends.
No, well, there's the ones that do it like this, and I'm like, nah, dude, no, 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 get it in. And then, like you said, there's
The ones that start
if
massaging
you
your back a
if
little
you're getting
bit.
the neck massage, that's a I'm like, whoa, bro. What are you trying to do? Knead out my muscles right now? Come on,
Here,
man.
let me
Slow
get
down,
you.
buddy.
Let me get you.
Let me slow down, pal. No. Or if it's a girl giving me one, that's fine. You
No, for
can
real
do
though.
extra care,
Make
but
some friends. I mean,
yeah, make
especially
make
if
some
up in
friends.
nationals, they usually have tanning lines and glazing lines. However, when I went to Japan, us American speaking people were like,
Yeah,
"Hey, and we just was like, okay, you will do this." So we just made friends. We were there, lost in translation with the rest of them, and we're
yeah,
like, "Fuck it, make
yeah.
friends."
That's it. Make friends. It's not that hard at shows. Everybody's kind of in the same state of mind. So
So Jed, opposite of the question, what about the competitors that do go to nationals, but their coach did not show up to nationals with them? Is the competitor supposed to help pay for their coach to come up, or how does that happen?
I mean, you would think if they wanted their coach there, they would. But I mean, in my case, if I had somebody competing on the mainland or something, I'd probably, as long as they got my coach's pass and stuff, I'd probably pay for the rest to show up. That's me. I know there's probably a standard out somewhere where they have to pay everything. If you have like 10 clients and you have the same coach, everybody chips in. It's cheaper that way. I get it. Or it's some of these coaches, they get to that level, they just text them. They're not, because they can't physically be there. But if you could, I mean, I guess that's between you and the client how you want to do it. I'm sure some coaches would pay their way to go over there, and I'm sure some clients would pay the way for the coaches to go there. I mean, like I said, I know there's probably an unspoken rule set standard, but me personally, this is how we work it out.
Hey, so there's some story time stuff, but have you or do you have any stories of a coach that stressed the client out? Like, maybe the client brought the coach to the show, I don't know, they went overseas or something, and the coach, who's maybe they're a little unstable, they ended up stressing out the client, the day before the show, or because of the coach was being a little needy, or maybe the coach didn't like the accommodations and they were complaining, the accommodations that the client got them set up in, or things like that. And then it became stressful for the client because the client is trying to accommodate their coach to be there at the show, and this coach is being like very needy and dramatic. Have you heard anything like that?
Yes, without saying who or names, or this was a long time ago, um, probably 2014-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, around there, 2014, 15-ish. We're all up at nationals, and a bunch of Hawaii guys went up to go meet their coach as well. They're supposed to do check-ins with their coach, and I know the coach personally, so I'm not saying it by like hearsay. I know this happened because I was there.
Okay.
Instead of the competitor being in contact with the coach on a play-by-play, whatever, leading up to the show, um, the coach was going through some personal things, ended up getting like shit faced drunk, and
What?
yeah, yeah,
Hey, I got a similar
yeah.
story.
And
So
then so when they went to they were like, oh, fuck it, we're just gonna go to coach's, room or whatever. Door was cracked open. He was like fucking shit faced drunk. And
this is the
instead,
night before the show.
yeah,
Okay.
instead of tending day before, it was still
Day before.
daytime.
Oh, daytime. Okay.
Instead of tending to his clients, he was just like, oh, fuck, yeah, fuck, whatever it is.
And the client brought him out there, right,
Yeah.
to be there for him.
Mm, yeah, I was there for that.
That's fucked
Interesting.
up.
So they
Yeah.
ended up, this person ended up being like, whatever, is we're already here, paid all my dues, like I'm just gonna go figure it out. They did pretty well
Okay.
for themselves. I mean,
But they basically did it on their own at
hmm
that point.
at that point, I was like,
Oh,
fuck this guy. I hired him for nothing then.
wow. Yeah. You paid
Hmm
his trip and everything. Wow.
And he had more than one
Oh, he
client.
did.
Yes.
What happened after? Like, did the trainer apologize, or
Yeah,
did
there
they
was
make
some
amends?
apologies. There was, what happened, but it was just like, all right, now we're not gonna go with you anymore.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that sucks. You got any stories, Jed?
Not like that.
Oh.
Do tell though.
Not like that. I don't.
Hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, just a couple times I've been backstage and somebody's not had their coach and they found out it's their first contest. And their
Mhm.
coach just doesn't show up. So
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, the story. I wasn't there personally, but I got it from the competitor, and I guess they took their coach up, and I don't. I think they were staying at different hotels. Um, and then apparently it was the night before the show, and this was a pro qualifier show, and I guess the coach was like calling, texting the competitor. And this is probably 10 o'clock at night, I guess 9. The competitor is trying to rest, right? And texting, saying that the power went out in the building, in their hotel, mind you, okay. And they're like asking if they could stay over there or kind of weird, right? And then I guess the competitor didn't feel comfortable with that, you know what I mean? And then this person was upset and then was also, I guess, was texting this competitor's parents because I think the competitor's parents were there too, and they were, I don't know if they were out at dinner or something, and he was texting them, and then he was upset, because he wanted, can I stay at your hotel
Oh,
rooms? Like really weird, right? And then I guess he put like a social media post out there saying, "Oh, how selfish they are," and just basically talking shit about like the family. And then the next day he ended up deleting it, of course. And the next day came. I'm not sure where he stayed or what, but next day came. He went to the show and acted like nothing happened and just played it off. And I'm pretty sure that he was probably drinking or something.
what?
And I can honestly say, yeah, I highly doubt that the power for his building was out
For that long?
for that long that he had to go stay somewhere else. Like, and yeah, and that sound like there was something more. There was something going on,
Hey,
and
can
he
I
was
stay in your room?
exactly, hey, my power's out in my hotel. Can I stay there tonight? Now, this is the night before the show, mind you.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. And so I was like, wow, why am I not surprised when I heard this story? Because I know who these people are, right? And I was like, not shocked at all. Not surprised at all.
That's pretty douchey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
Wait till after the show to sleep with your client or something.
yeah. Wait till your client at least like wins the show, or I don't
Or
know,
loses so you can
or
be like,
loses and
oh,
you can
shucks.
console, right? Instead, you're like, I'm assuming it must have been like this person just got loaded and was like, oh man, I'm horny. I want to go stay at their hotel room. I want some tonight. You know, Obviously thinking with his alcohol brain. And yeah, so because I mean, really, and that's something that they could easily look up, right, to see. Oh, did the power actually go out in the hotel room? You could probably call the
You
hotel.
could. And they have generators. This is like,
Yes,
it's not
this
Hawaii.
is hotels. Yes, they don't just. So yeah, super douche and definitely probably complete bullshit that he made that up.
Hey,
But
my power went out. Can I come over and
you ever get?
get some head?
But
I mean,
yeah,
how, what?
get to.
Huh?
But it was crazy because I think he was asking the parents too after,
uh,
which was like that was probably like the backup, right? Like she said
Convincing.
no, so I'll ask the parents now, just to play it off. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Because now you're all in, right? You're
Hmm.
all in now. Um, so weird, but I was not surprised.
Did they keep this coach?
No, they after that I don't think they even talked anymore. I think it was kind of like, oh, done with this person, and they never returned. So bummer.
We hear so many creeper stories of like coaches
Yeah.
asking weird shit. So we see it on social media a lot where coaches are asking their clients to send them nude pictures. Oh, I need to see all of you. Like, what?
I've heard about that.
Yeah, I have heard of it. That's that's so weird. I need to make sure that your uterus is in condition. Like, make sure that you're gonna be really shredded. I want to see striations in your uterus. So
That's ridiculous.
I
Like
know that's weird.
nudes. Coaches asking for nudes. Oh, I'm your coach. I need to see all of you.
All of you. So you know of this? Like you know of
Hmm.
male coaches asking females? Because I don't think I've ever heard of a female asking a male. I don't know. Have
That'd be
you?
weird too.
Have you? Yeah. Like
Have I asked my
no,
clients?
no. Have you? No, I know you. Have you heard of that? A female asking a male to show me your full body.
Not that I know
That's
of.
weird. That's weird. No, I feel like it would be a reverse thing. I feel like it would happen more to a female trainer that the male client might send her a nudie, like,
Right.
and then she's like, "Whoa, like, what are you doing? Like, I don't, no, like, what are you doing? What's going on? Like,
Right.
send me your picture in your trunks. I don't need to see all that." It's like, "Oh yeah, sorry," like I feel like that would happen more,
Yes, I believe.
right?
Jed, you had thoughts on that?
You don't have to show them any more than what the judges see. So I don't see why people don't
Yeah.
figure that out in their heads because some people fall for it.
Well,
Honestly,
I think some people go, "Oh no, I don't want to upset this person. I've been working with this person for whatever how many weeks. Okay, I'll just send him a picture." Like, like I feel like that happens sometimes, you know. Like I said, I've never done that. I've never asked, I've never done it.
I mean, if you
I
want
would never do that,
nudes,
but
just say so.
if you gotta pin somebody in a quarter like that to see a nude,
yeah.
especially with the internet now,
Yeah.
like what the fuck? What does that say about that person?
Yeah, exactly. It makes it worse is if they're an established or highly regarded coach and they're asking for, oh my God, with the social media and the internet
Oh, for
now.
sure.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's crazy talk. I mean, that's bad.
Yeah.
Again, and as a coach, say you're a male coach and a female sends you nudes, that's an uncomfortable thing too. Like
Surprise.
you're like all of a sudden I'm just like, whoa, oh, whoa, what's going on? Like, why are you sending me nudes? Like, and I don't know how to react to it. It's kind of weird. It was like, how do I
Thank
react?
you?
Oh,
Question mark?
thanks. Hey, yeah, I kind of need the suit on next time because I need to see how you're gonna look on stage. Obviously, you're not gonna go naked on stage, so. But yeah, I mean, you're looking good, but I don't know how you keep it because she might get offended and it might just bounce out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
And
what?
I mean, no, it's fine. I'm just saying, what's going on? Like, why would she do that? I don't know. Do some people have ulterior motives if they're doing that, or are they just
Yeah.
literally, they just thought it's a good idea to send that?
I've had it happen, and my response is, "The fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what I send
See,
back. I don't care how pretty you are.
and
Like
do you think it was ulterior motive for her, or do
they
you think
probably
she
try to
just did
get
it?
free training or something like that, or
Oh,
just
so it was more
something. I
like
don't know. Like I
something like that,
when I first
maybe.
started, I
Okay,
had a few people pull some shit like that,
okay, okay.
and I just respond like, "What are you doing? What is this? Like,
Yeah.
stop! It's ridiculous.
Stop.
It's
Do you
it's
ever
So
call
ridiculous."
them
funny.
out on it? You ever call them out? Like, be like, well, why are you sending me this? No, you're
Yeah,
not.
like
No,
what I send back is, "What are you doing? What is this? Like when they
no,
send
you're
me the
not
note,
getting free training or whatever.
like, what the fuck? Oh, I just thought you're wrong. Put on this. I told you exactly what I wanted you to wear. Sending this. What are you doing? It's stupid. Guys, don't.
Oh, I
I
just thought.
I've had I've had a few instances with girls and guys with progress photos.
Oh
It's like,
wow,
oh,
both.
what?
Wow,
Yeah,
You got both of them sitting.
especially. I, mean, I don't know if I should talk about it or not. A guy. I don't know if there was something off or what his deal was because when he came in for the consultation, and I just couldn't figure him out. But he sent photos, and it was just really awkward. He wasn't like not everything was showing, but it was just weird. Like certain things were placed in the right spot to cover up just enough.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And
He was feeling it out. He was feeling it out.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I remember getting the advice of, well, just deal with it and get the money. I'm like, I'm not training this fucking guy. Are you out of your mind? Like, if he's doing this and I
what's
bring him in
next?
here, who's to say like somebody just wound up on a milk carton or something? Like, this is
Yeah,
kind of crazy. Like, we've already seen how he is in person. There's a screw loose. Then he's sending me this shit.
right, right.
I'm not, I don't need it that bad. I don't need the business that bad. I don't,
Oh,
even if I did, like, I'm not putting myself at risk. Like, I just had, sometimes somebody will come in, you'll talk to him, you get this weird vibe.
mhm.
Like, okay, somewhere down the road, this is going to get weird. Like, I immediately try to steer clear of those.
You do,
And that
okay.
was one of them. Um,
Interesting.
he came to me a couple of times wanting training. I would think at one point, I told the salespeople, "It's like, don't ever fucking corner me with that guy ever again. Like, don't." Because they're all about numbers and bringing in shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm not training this guy. It's just not. It's weird. And then I remember one of the sales guys to pull up the photos. They're like, "Oh shit, okay, yeah, I understand."
Oh, he saw.
Yeah, I was like, "Dude,
Oh
let me show you what this guy
wow.
sent me." And
Oh wow.
yeah, it's just you deal in the training business. You're gonna get shit like that, especially when you're first starting. You're paying your dues. You're having to train everybody from the athlete to the fucking soccer mom that really just she doesn't really want to do a program. She just wants your attention. That the husband's not giving her a home and listen to her problems and shit. Like you gotta go through that. So you're
That's
gonna get
true.
some weird shit. It's just how it is until you get good enough to where you can pick and choose.
Mhm.
So new trainers out there, fucking buckle up.
However, for the weird ones, if the weird ones got money and all they wanted was somebody they could come confide, talk story with, get a little exercise in, you'd still take them?
I have specifically had people come in and say, I just want you to put me on a machine and just let me get my shit out before I go home. Okay. If you lay out exactly what you want, I'm cool with it. I don't have a problem. I have people come in like, hey, I don't want to do a diet. I don't really care. I just want my ass beat for an hour. Some people come in like, hey, I just need a vent because they don't want to hear it when I go home. No, not a problem. I'm still in charge the same. You just drop in. I had a lady, she used to come by and she'd come in the office. She saw me not doing that and she'd throw down $60. She's like, hey, let's go. All right, cool. And her stories were funny. When she would bitch about work, shit was hilarious. So I actually enjoyed it when she would come in. But yeah, I've had people like that. And as long as they lay it out and tell me the truth, like,
Yeah.
it's fine. I don't care.
Yeah,
What about you?
that's funny. No, no, I
You,
haven't really had those.
you don't?
No, I never really had that. No, yeah,
Oh yeah,
no,
new trainers buckle up because sometimes you get those odd birds. They really are not there to train. They're just
yeah.
man,
I mean, no,
they just need a social hour
there, yeah, because
and they'll pay you for it.
I never had it. The only thing is, I've had some though that turned into that. Like it wasn't like that at first. They were all about the training and then it turned into this like, oh, like they started to like me, and then it became kind of weird. I've had those. But all my people that I've trained has always been pretty straight up and up, like, oh, they want to train and they're all, yeah, but it just, there's been a few turned into something kind of weird. I was like, oh, this is what's going on, like, and maybe they develop feelings or
Yeah.
something, or they want to go hang out or
Eh,
do something. I'm just like, oh no, like, no, that's not what I'm
The
trying
only,
to
the
do.
only, the only time I've seen it be an issue is, I train the group at night. If I have like two people that are just wanting to be serious and train hard, and then one guy wants to fuck off and talk,
Yeah.
then you got a problem.
Yeah.
Because either the two are going to influence the one and that guy's going to leave, or the one's going to bring the other two down because he wants to talk shit and have a good time and goof off. So I do have to be careful about who comes in the groups because I have had it sometimes where you'll get a couple guys in and they'll start grab assing and shit.
Oh yeah.
And the other guys in the group are just like, dude, I'm not here for this shit. Like, they
Hmm.
need to
Mm.
fucking leave. Like, they're cutting train time. They're goofing off their pig. They're like playing pranks on each other. Like, this is not locker room shit. Like, we're here to fucking work out. And I've had it to where everybody in the group was just there to talk politics and bullshit after work. And I'm like, all right, if
Mm.
that's what everybody's cool with, that's fine. But
Mm,
when the
okay.
two mix in the same group, it
Hmm.
doesn't work.
Yeah, yeah, no.
So you
Oh,
had
it's interesting.
instances where you'd have clients mix up business and pleasure?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Damn, I never had that happen to me yet.
Yeah. I mean, because most of the time, yeah, I feel like 99% of the time they come in, they all want to train. Like they all want to train. I mean, don't get me wrong, like they do talk, obviously, but they're all like, I have this goal. This is what I want to do. This is I'm trying to lose weight, whatever it is. And they all have a certain goal and they all want to train. And then sometimes, yeah, we do talk a bunch, right? Because there's days they don't really want to work out as much or something. But for the most part, they all had goals. But then, like I said, there's been a few where, yeah, they wanted
To get to
to
know you
get to know
better?
me. Yeah, get to know me better. Right.
Yeah. Damn, lucky you, man. I like I said, I never
Is
had
it?
the
Is it
instance.
lucky me? I
Yeah.
don't
You
know.
should find that fortunate, you know?
Yeah. So.
If you train them first and then date them, in my experience, it won't work. But if you date them first and then start training them, that's always seemed to work okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's like beer before liquor. I don't know, but
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
if I'm dating somebody and they want training, I start training them. I've not really had a issue. But when it's the other way around, it's not very long before it blows up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
You make a very valid, good point. And as far as my instance, I'm just joking around about my clients not hitting on me because I believe in one of those. It's not a golden rule, but it's like a rule that I live by. You don't shit where you sleep, right?
Yeah.
oh, that. Yeah. 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 Well, yeah. It happens.
It it does
It
more
happens.
more often than
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Well, they said that when I was in the military, they preached the same thing. But then you look at the situation that we're in. We're on shift work. We have the weirdest hours. So when we're off work, the only people we know that are off work at the same time are the fucking people on our shift. So
That's true.
eventually, what do you expect? Like we're kind of we have no option but to hang out with these people all the time because who's off on a Tuesday night wants to go drinking? Probably only the people that just got off work with me, not your everyday 9 to 5 person.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's
Yeah.
sometimes you say you don't want that to happen, but then you put out the fucking recipe for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like workplace, affairs or whatever you want to call them happens all the time.
It
Yeah.
does.
Because if you're, like you said, you're working a lot, what do you do on your off time? I mean, most of your time you're at work. So who are you gonna date? Who are you gonna have something in common with? Like it's that coworker. So it's so easy, right?
I
Because you
mean,
guys are there
yeah,
all the
in the
time.
Navy, you guys are on a boat, vessel, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean, that's the only people that you have to associate with. But like, we're on an island here. Like, yeah, I do. I spend some quality time with my coworkers, but at the same time, that's not the core of my hangout group either. It's like, oh, I already see you guys at work. Like, I don't want to fucking hang out with you guys more than I have to.
Well, yeah. Well,
That's
we're
just
not talking
me.
about everybody. We're just talking about one person
One
at
person.
work, right? That you might get along with, and that like, oh, they're funny. Oh,
And a lot
they
of the
look
times,
good.
if it's just for fun, a lot of people don't know how to just keep it at that.
Well, that's forever. That's how it's always gonna be, right?
Man, more people just shut the f up and be like, look at each other like, yeah, we did it. High five each other and be like, yeah, good game, and
Well, what is because
carry
it's
on,
always what is
and
it?
not be weird about it. Then you'd get more sex out of it as well too.
But hey, but what is it? It's usually always this. It's usually somebody likes someone else a little more. Like
Yeah,
it's hard to find like we like each other 50-50 and we're in it. Like it's usually like
yeah.
I like this person more than they like me, and then I start chasing, and then it turns into a problem, right? Or it's usually like that, right? Or somebody gets more
Somebody catches more
emotional
feelings.
or more
Yes,
emotional
emotional.
because some people tend to be more emotional and other people aren't, and then that becomes a problem, right? So that's where these things happen,
But if
right?
it was a straight adult business transaction, like I said, and you guys high five later and go on your merry way and nobody hurt, then so be it.
How often does that happen? I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
mean, I feel like sometimes it happens, but a lot of times it ends up getting messy. Hmm. Yep. And a lot of times somebody's already in a relationship. you know, Maybe it's like, oh boy, or they're both in relationships. Oh no, that's a soap opera right there. So yeah, workplace romance can be fun.
Back to the question that you asked before, like not showing up for your client. I mean, I'm guilty of an instance where one of my clients' first shows, I I had a really, really bad stomach flu. I called I called him in that morning. I was like, dude, this is what's happening to me right now. I mean, it's been like this for the past since late last night. I don't know if I could make it to your show. And he was like, no, Mel, and begging and pleading, like, I'll do just please, just come to the
Oh wow.
show. Like, I'll buy Depends undergarments for you. I just
Jeez.
show up to the
Wow.
show, whatever, just please come, this is my first show. I'll have like a just be there, just I'll set up a little corner, I just want you to be there, this is my first show. And I can attest to this. It was, and at that same time as well too, I was going through a really bad breakup. I didn't want to be anywhere on top of having the stomach flu, like a really 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 bad case of stomach flu as
Hmm.
well too. um he pleaded for me to come to prejudging.
That's crazy.
I went to prejudging. He had a beach chair in the corner. I still have that picture. I had like dark shades on, and I was just like passed
Oh,
out
you
on
were
the
that bad.
yeah. I was passed
Wow.
down on the
I can't
beach
believe you
chair
went.
like that, and I have a picture of me like that. He took a picture. I'm like, yeah, that's how hot I was. And just so happened at that show, that bad breakup, there was friends of friends that was there and was inquiring about it. I was like, I'm not even here for that, dude. So it was such an
Can't
awkward,
believe you
but
went.
I still showed
Jeez.
up,
Yeah. Wow.
greased them up, pumped them up,
Wow. You
went
should get a
back
medal
into the
for that one.
chair, laid
And
back
sit back in
down.
the chair. So he literally brought you a beach chair so you could just sit
hmm
down.
He placed very well too.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
What year was this?
Uh, 16, I think.
Mm.
Yeah. That was the show. That was actually an interesting show. 16ish, 17ish. Um, trans male to fem no, female to male competed at that Ikaika
Oh,
show.
I remember that one.
He did very well as well too.
I think I had a guy in that one. I remember.
Yeah. You didn't see me in the corner in the chair.
I didn't know you then. I was just starting.
Yeah.
mm.
I totally didn't want to
Jeez.
be there.
That's
So
crazy.
I ended up going though. I sucked it up, but promises made, promises kept.
I guess so. You showed up, man.
After all that
Yeah.
begging and pleading, even to provide me with Depends undergarments, man. It didn't go that far.
Yeah. Thank God.
Imodium AD works good though.
Oh yeah, Imodium will definitely seal it up a little bit. It's like clay in there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sticks in there pretty good. That's crazy.
Anyway,
Well, anyway.
back to
Yeah.
the Sean Ray show. Congratulations to Island boy Casey Mita, who won the overall, I think, in bodybuilding and classic as well too. I
Hmm.
know he years ago, his first couple of shows, maybe his first show, he won overalls in men's physique at the Kauai. I don't know if you remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
think I
he
do
won
remember
that
that
show,
actually. Yeah.
men's physique, and
Yeah.
then I don't know if he was training under Ashford that time or was just sponsored by Koei Supplements. Um, I know he moved off to Australia, I believe,
Oh,
and
okay.
he flew back in. So when I saw him,
Wait, so he doesn't live here then? Oh.
his parents still live here,
Oh, interesting.
but I thought I recognized
He
him.
won the overall.
Yeah, he won the overall for bodybuilding and classic.
Hmm. I think he came in here actually the day, was it the day after the show or 2 days? Or no, it's Monday or something. I think he came in here on Monday and did like a drop in, him and
Oh,
his other
nice.
friend. I think so. I think that was him. I
I
can
don't
look it
know.
up,
I
but
couldn't recognize him because like he's here nor there. But then when I saw him in the
so he
pictures, I
lives
was
in
just like,
Australia.
oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Because there was an episode where he had like longer hair, kind of like hippie-ish. I was like, oh, okay. I kind of got used to that. Saw him another time with like beard and that hippie hair. I was like, okay, that's
Wow.
different. And then when I saw him in the pictures for this Sean Ray show, he was like clean shaven and like
Yeah.
nice hairdo. I was like, no, that's not Casey. He's got a beard.
Interesting.
He's, but yeah, congratulations to
Oh,
Island
right
Boy.
on.
Yeah.
Island Boy's his Instagram handle
No, no,
or
no.
oh. Oh, you're saying just
He's
Island Boy.
he's from here. Yeah.
Island
Moved
Boy.
off to Australia, so he's still on an island technically, a bigger one.
Kind of. Yeah. Isn't it a continent? No, they
It is
don't.
a continent.
Yeah, it's a continent.
It's huge.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a stretch though, flying in from Australia to
Mm.
compete here.
Yeah, I think that's like a 10-hour, 12-hour. That's pretty long. I did it. I went to Australia once, so it's a long fight. It's a long flight, I should say. Yeah.
So now
Cool.
that the season is over, uh, the next show we got beginning of
Stingray.
next year is spring, right? The Stingray.
Yep.
Hmm. That's it. So we get a break from the competitions here in Hawaii. We do have a few competitors from the islands that are going to do the USA, the Masters USA
Masters.
next week in Vegas. So my client's doing it. So yep, that should be a good one. There's a few people from here that are doing it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a few pro cards in that one.
Oh, that'd
We
be
usually do
fantastic.
pretty good in the Masters, but that one's a tough one though because I think all the classes you have to win the overalls. I
Mm.
think it's not just the weight class, so it's pretty competitive. So we'll see. But hey, if you win that one though, you get a pro card on that one. That's a pretty good pro card because you won the overall. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, right on. All right. Well, um, we're gonna be having this new set soon. Another change soon. Hopefully, we're gonna get this thing done, and then you guys hopefully will be seeing this in the next couple weeks. I'll have it all set up, and it'll be a whole new look again. So. The new one for 2026, right? So
Yeah, and if you made it this far, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We never say that. I mean, but
yeah, we
whatever.
don't,
We
but
kind of just do this for fun. We got like what,
we
10
do,
viewers or
we
some
do.
shit.
But we're trying to get it going. We're gonna push it a little more. We're gonna try and get some things going. We're getting, we're getting things. We're getting it all set up. I mean, we're kind of the little extra things that we needed to kind of get this really complete. We're gonna have it, and yeah, and we're gonna push it a little more. So just keep it going. Again, it was never about getting thousands of viewers, but we'd like to eventually get to a point where, yeah, we do have a decent amount of viewing, and people, we get a decent reach
Mm-hmm.
for people to see this. So, and if you guys have any comments or you guys have any ideas, you can always shoot us a DM or even comment. And again, if you have questions, you guys got questions that you want us to answer, feel free to send those too. So we like doing those. So. All right. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Paradise Pump.